What's up, everybody? Today I wanted to give you guys a quick run through of my net worth tracker. Now, for everybody who's in the War Room Mastermind, as I told you, I just recently uploaded this to the resources in the Teachable account. If you're not in the Mastermind, you should be. So I'll drop a link in the application for the application down below. For those of you who are and you're watching this, I'm also going to drop it on YouTube because I like to repurpose content. So that's why I'm talking kind of both ways. So that'll all make sense. Anyway, I didn't want to throw all my numbers in here, not because I'm ashamed of them. I definitely like talking numbers. I just didn't want that to be the focus of the video. So I'm more than happy to walk through with the numbers on like a Saturday call with the War Room if you guys think that that would be easier to understand. But I wanted to just do the blank template and try to explain how this thing works because I have tweaked it and built it and taken pieces from different things and built out templates myself and all kinds of stuff over the last 2-3 years. And I wanted to show you guys how to work it because I know it is kind of complex looking and daunting, but it's really not that hard. So I'm going to walk through it in kind of a short version. It takes me 20-30 minutes. I do it the first of every month. You don't have to do it that often. You can do it every quarter, every 6 months, once a year, whatever. I do it monthly because I think tracking your net worth is very important. To me, this is the one metric that I track religiously. I need to budget better, but as long as I'm doing this piece, at least I feel like I have a good idea that things are going in the right or wrong direction, right? And I can kind of course correct. So first things first, date. You can see that I don't really update that too much because what I normally do is I just go, insert, whatever, new tab, rename, and then date. I date the tab, right? And then that's where the date is. And on the one that I have filled out, it's like from like 2020. So that's the primary residence goes there. So this is values, right? And then liabilities go on the other side. So left column is values, right column is liabilities. And I don't put my investment properties on this, and you'll see why in a moment. That's all on this tab, which we'll get to. So this is primary residence, and this is vehicles, me and my wife, jewelry, artwork, any furniture, electronics, antiques. So like I put all my office stuff, like my camera, computers, yada yada, antiques. My bicycle, like my cycling bike, firearms, because I have a decent amount and they are worth something. Whatever else, right? So on my other sheet is like wife's wedding ring and some watches, whatever. You get the idea, right? So whatever you got. Checking account balance, saving account, if you have certificates of deposit, money market, if you have a cash value, life insurance, other cash, right? Those are your assets. My TSP, my wife's retirement account value, any bonds you have, any value of stock market or stock shares that you have, any cryptocurrency that you have, your net worth from your real estate investing, excluding your primary residence. You could put your primary residence value on that realistically. I choose not to because banks don't usually count it towards your net worth, so I just don't, which is whatever, but personal preference, I guess. I just don't count it. That is where you will put the number that you get at the bottom of the property info sheet, so you'll plug that in right there. And then private companies, so if you've invested in private companies, so like I have an investment with a buddy's company from years ago, and I put whatever I think that's roughly worth. I put this here. I actually sold that company, so I need to probably remove that column or figure out how I'm going to revalue whatever that piece of the puzzle's worth, because I still have some equity in that company, at least for the next 3 years. So, who knows? But whatever if you have an actual business, kind of trying to figure out what the valuation on that would be if you could sell it, and then putting a multiple to that, right? And that's a conversation that you can have with a couple other people. and try to determine a reasonable idea, and then theoretically you can put that towards your net worth. It's really whatever you're comfortable with. You don't have to include any of that towards your net worth. A lot of people don't, right? I didn't until someone called me out on it. It was like, you totally should count this, and you should count it at this part. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll count part of that. And that's when I started. So a Roth IRA I have a piece of, and then the two UTMA accounts that I started for my kids with the stimulus checks from the pandemic. So they both have, I don't know, close to 10 grand, I guess, in their accounts right now. So then primary residence mortgage, HELOC balance, loans on the cars, whatever's left. Mine is just about paid off. Real estate loans, I don't put anything on there because it's already taken out from the property info tab. Student loans, we don't have any. Any other loans? Credit card debt, personal loans, other debt comes out, and it totals all the assets from here, and then from here all the liabilities, and then estimated net worth, right? So it takes all the assets minus all the liabilities equals estimated net worth. And then what I do over here, just because I got sick of not really knowing how much I was bringing in every month, I tried to kind of create for myself like a passive versus active like income tracker. So if I make, 10,000 wholesaling, and then I flip a house and I make 15,000, this is just making up numbers. I guess if it should all be this kind of stuff. And then let's say I made a referral check for 2,000, and I simply paid me 500 to make a video, and these guys paid me, I don't know, I made 2,000 for Airbnb. What a month. That would be awesome. I would love that month. And then let's say I made $100 million from Amazon. I've never made more than 20 bucks, I don't think, from Amazon affiliates in a month. But you get the idea. Just plugging in, whatever you made or think you made, you just go through at the end of the month and kind of just go through and plug in what you made. So however many courses I sold, book sales, whatever YouTube brought in, Audible, whatever came in throughout the month. And you can change, obviously, whatever these are, right? So for me, it's a decent amount of affiliate stuff. It'll be, $200 or $300, $100 or $200, $50, probably $52, maybe $55, $70, $400. Kind of just pieces together. That'll be a check for I think it's like $120. Lately, it's all gone to that because I've got a property that has a major plumbing issue that I'm trying to push all the cash into to get fixed so I can put a new tenant in. It's been fun. So anyway, and then we'll talk about this one in just a second. So once I have the net worth from here, I plug it in here, right? So we'll say it was 100,000, then 150, 180, 190, 225. I just kind of, whatever. So I created this actual tracker, which you can see. So it tracks. So as you let's say instead of 220, instead of etc., it said 250,000 the next month. Boom, right? So you can see I just created a way to track it, so you can see it kind of charting up and to the left, or if it took a dive, then you'd be like, ooh, did I miscalculate something, or where'd I go wrong? Right? So that's what this is really here for. The passive income graph allows me to see, okay, I made 1,000 through the brand, 2,000 through real estate, right? Because over here, I'm seeing okay, the real estate piece, and then I total up everything for the brand, and then the real estate piece, and then the active income. And so I'll see real estate, brand, active, 5,000 total. Brand, real estate, active, total. And so it'll all piece together. So it's brand, real estate, total passive income. And then, so anyway, so you kind of get the idea. Now, the property info. So, I just have it, it's pretty simple, right? You put the number of units, address, what you purchased it at, current value, current debt, equity, your ownership percentage, and then it calculates automatically the net worth. You put the lender and the loan number. You don't have to put those, but it just makes it easier for me as far as payment stuff. Number of units, address, purchase price, all the normal stuff, same stuff. So if this one's like 50% ownership, it calculates the net worth that way. And if it was 100% ownership, you can see it. It's all factored in, right? And then down here, net worth, right? So again, if this was 80%, you can see that changes, and so does the net worth. And then you would just plug that number into right there. And that's how it works, right? So normally, I would do the property info first. And what I would do, really, unless I bought or sold a property, I'm just coming in here every month, and I am just looking at my mortgage statements real quick, and just updating the current debt. That's it. So I just, whatever my balance is, boop, 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 update real quick to, show debt pay down. And then that's it. So then I'm good. No big deal. And then, yeah, so that's the net worth tracker. So I wanted to show you guys this real quick. I hope this helps. I know that tracking your net worth is maybe not the sexiest thing in the world. For me, it's something I look forward to doing every month. So, hopefully it's something you enjoy, and hopefully this was helpful. So let me know if you have any questions. If you can't find the Excel doc, if you can't find the tracker, let me know. And if you're not in the war room yet, click the link down below to apply, or reach out if you got some questions. And if you still like the tracker, maybe we can work something out. Maybe I'll help you out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I got you. So hit me up. Have a great day. Make sure you subscribe.